Okay, what do we do if we want to convert this function into an arrow function? What this function does is actually gets and fetches these JSON and returns the user. If we go ahead here and look at the user object that is returning, so user with the ID of 2. So how do we rewrite it? First of all, I'm gonna get rid of the function keyword. Instead, I'm gonna put the arrow after the brackets here. Same here. And the same goes inside of here. If we check it, just to see if it did work, it should return the second object, and it actually does return with the ID of 3. It's cool. Actually, if we only need one parameter, we don't need the brackets around it, so we can get rid of those as well. And I'm the fan of reducing stuff when writing a code. So just check in again, it's working. One thing more, the arrow function allows you to get rid of return statements. If you put it on this on the line like that, if it's only one thing, it will be returned like that. And of course, I'm gonna use the same here, the same thing here. Putting like that, and then separating just to see it better. And as you can see, it's much easier to read, much sexier, much more concise, and much more easier to read. A bit more complex example, just to show you one great feature of arrow functions. And we have an object here, and the thing is that you've seen it a lot, you've done it a lot. In order for us to get to the endpoint inside of that scope, to get to the parent scope of endpoint, we have to kind of redeclare this variable. And we do that, you know, many programmers do it by saying var that is this, and then using that, you know, to get to the scope of the parent. The way it works with arrow function is you don't need that anymore. Just declare this function as arrow function, and it will automatically know that you mean the parent scope. Of course, you can go ahead and say, okay, we'll just get rid of those guys, make it look great and sexy, and that is what I'm suggesting you to do with your existing code. Just go ahead, you know, add some of those arrow functions because they're really nice to read. They're easier to read than the old functions, and it, you know, makes your code kind of, you know, also feel much better. And next time you do refactoring, just do some of those arrow functions and test it, of course, but it should be working. As you can see, I'm in the browser. It's not a Node.js magic. It's nothing happening here. It's all in the browser. It's just a normal JavaScript that I'm running here, and ES6 is supported along the board, and you can start working on it today. There is no excuse not to use ES6 today.